Hi all. In this session, I am going to discuss the Vesara style of temple architecture. Temples occupies a very important place in the history of Indian architecture. As we all know that temples are the most significant and typical monuments of India, which admirably sums up and represents the subtle values of Indian culture. Vastu Shastra, the ancient canonical text on Indian architecture, classified the temple architectural styles into three. The first one is the Nagara style or the North Indian style. The second one is the Dravidian style or the South Indian style. The third one is the Vesara style, which is also known as the mixed Indian style and is also called as the Chalukyan style. In this session, we are going to discuss the Vesara style of temple architecture in detail. The Vesara style of architecture is also known as Central Indian style, Deccan style, Chalukyan style, and Intermediate style. It is a combination of Nagara and Dravidian styles of architecture. Even Buddhist influence is also visible. The Vesara style was developed under the Chalukyans and the Hoysalas during the time frame from 1050 to 1300 AD. Mysore is considered as a center of this art. As the building material, they have used a greenish or bluish black chloristic schist. The Vesara style is often considered as an intermediary style, mainly because of the presence of some unique features of the Dravidian as well as the Nagara style of architecture. For example, the presence of Indo-Aryan Shikhara, that means the Shikhara which is present in the Nagara style is present in Vesara style also. Similarly, the pillar and capital which is present in the Vesara style was actually an expansion of the Dravidian pillar and capital. That's why it is considered as an intermediary style. Now let us discuss the main parts of the temples of Vesara style. As every style of temples, Garbhagriha or cella is the most important part. There will be a Sukhaneshi also. Sukhaneshi is a vestibule which connects cella and the pillared hall. The pillared hall is called as Navaranga. In front of this Navaranga, there will be an open pillared pavilion which is known as Mukha Mandapa. There are other structures as well. Now regarding the plan of Vesara temples, the plan is called as stellate or Astabhadra plan. It consists of a combination of equal squares, each with a common center, but diagonals vary by small degrees. From the image itself, the concept will be clear. Then regarding the platform, the most typical feature of the Vesara style of temples is the unique high platform. It may not be rectangular as its sides project or recede according to the shape of the temple. They may be much wider and more spacious. These are used as Pradakshina Pada also because the Vesara style of temples doesn't have its own Pradakshina Pada. Next typical feature is that of the wall surface. The wall surface of these temples will have a horizontal treatment. The bands contain animated designs as well. Even these animated designs had a conventional sequence. That means the lowest of this will have elephants and above that there will be some horsemen and so. So it shows that even minute things have been given much preference in this style. Then this is the Shikhara of the Vesara temples and it is actually a continuation of the Nagara style of Shikhara. It is the most important feature. It is separated from Vimana by a wide projecting cornice. But the most important difference with that of the Nagara style of Shikhara is that it doesn't have much height. Then these are the pillars. By seeing the pillar itself, we can see that they are an expansion of the Dravidian style. It is a monolithic shaft, decorated and elongated. The larger and more important temples of this style are actually not complete ones. The Vesara style of temples are numerous, but they are small. The most important temples are the Lakshmi Deva at Dogga Gadavali, the Kesava at Nagamangala, etc. There are a lot of temples of this styles, particularly in the Mysore region. Then we can see this temples, and by analyzing the figure itself, all the typical features are visible here. There will be a shikhara, there are high platforms, the wall surface are carved, and almost all the typical features are visible itself. There are a lot of temples in India which follows a Vesara style of architecture. As we all know that temples are the abode of God and occupies a very prominent place in the architectural scenario of India. These three architectural styles, that is the Nagara style of architecture, the Dravidian style of architecture, and the Vesara style of architecture, are unique in its own ways. But comparing to the other two styles, the Vesara style is more unique, that is, it has the typical features of the two other types as well. So it is very much unique and occupies a very important place in the architectural history of India. Thank you.